Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late. Let's see who's here. Hey, Lisa Wigger. Hey, Miss Liability. Hey, Raven. Hey, Jen. Hey, Dreaming. Who else is here? Hello, everybody. You guys don't have to hang out in the bushes if you guys don't want to. You guys are more than welcome to come on out, participate in the chat. I think we have maybe an hour and a half left of last night's live. Um, First thing I want to say is I don't know, senior butthole, what it do? I don't. Hey, Carrie Taylor, how are you? Um, I don't know if y'all been watching The Other Side, but hey, Dragon, look how nasty and hateful they are. Hey, Sudie, how are you? um, that is just very nasty. It's very hateful and it's dangerous. And guess what? They called me dangerous. Remember all that foolishness? And also, let me piggyback off of this foolishness. That is the same nasty, hateful group that ran that nastiness on me. And then, what did they do? They blamed Amber. Amber's not around, but the same hatefulness is still going on. Remember, about what year, two ago, they blamed Daddy and PMR. Daddy and PMR is not in that group, but Geneva is. She's the common denominator of it. Then you sprinkle in Jules and Maria. It's a recipe for disaster. I can see the writings on the wall. Sophie, I don't like you, I don't fuck with you, but it seems to be you are being set up. You're one of their mouthpieces. What it do, Paula? You are going to be taking the hits for him. Um, I was listening to what's her name? Just a little bit of Jules. I tuned in. What it do, Pink BB Gun? I tuned into Jules, and she said she was talking about what was played, those Foyas and blah blah blah. And Jules said, I wasn't in the chat much. I was in and out. That is the same thing she said when they came up with that crazy story about me. So I'm going to talk about that post too, Lisa Wigger. So you cannot sit here and say Geneva is not the problem. Geneva is the common denominator of all this hatefulness. Once I finish my live and all that about Sophie, we're going to go through that live that Jolene did, and we're going to read those text messages. Those text messages are very telling. It is the same thing, same wash, rinse, repeat behavior. Um, and Jen, I know a lot of people, y'all are not cop callers. Y'all don't like to do all that. But if you had any sense, you would be calling the police and documenting all of this. Geneva is the foyer puller. She has admitted it on a few lives that I have. She admitted that she was pulling the foyers on Brooke. She admitted that she was pulling the foyers on um, Jules. She's admitted that. History repeats itself. Geneva has not changed. She has not changed a bit. If you had any sense, Jen, you would stop playing with this kind of stuff. You might look at this as a way to make money on YouTube, but this is really a dangerous game that they are playing, and somebody's going to get hurt. If you had any sense, send the police to Sophie's house, send the police to Geneva's apartment. This is craziness at its finest. And to piggyback off of what uh, Lisa Wigger said, it seems to be Sophie is walking back some stuff here. Not really walking it back, she's running it back. Um, she said that on this post, um, just so you know, Gendler, it was Heidi who posted this on TikTok and I shared it out. It was her idea and she followed through with it. Seems like you are running that back and you're trying to put the blame on somebody else. Heidi said she was going to post it to TikTok. Sophie, you said you were going to pass it out to your awareness community with Jen's picture. I have the recording, I have your live saved. You said it. Those were your words. You was a stone cold thug on that live. So don't walk it back now. You remember what you say. What it do, Brenda? You remember what you said. Remember what you said. Um, that dog piling is just ridiculous. If, God forbid, somebody takes their lives, this is all recorded on YouTube. You guys don't know how to chill. Y'all don't know how to give people a break with shit. And that's why Sophie is walking this back. That's why Jules is saying, I wasn't in the chat. You guys all seen when I left. Why didn't you read those FOIAs, Jules? I'll wait. You didn't read them, Jules, because you know exactly what was said to you in that courtroom. It is harassment when you are pulling FOIAs to harass people with it. I heard Whitney Lee saying that one of the reports said, I don't do Whitney Lee too much. I don't do all that other stuff. I'm not into hearing about kids being molested. I said yesterday, that shit is fucking weird that y'all are so obsessed with kids being molested over there. That's not normal. Um, Whoever made the report said, I think. Those are important words. I think. A cop has to do his job. They have to make the report. There was no charges, there was no convictions in it. So you can't really run around pulling police reports and going around saying somebody's molesting their child. Y'all are weird with that. I don't understand why y'all think that is a flex. That is not a flex. That makes y'all just as nasty. Just as nasty. Well, Jen, I don't know. I don't know who she's talking to. I don't know. Um, but, and Jen, honestly, you should probably stop talking about it too. Just stop talking about it, call the police, and get it documented. That's what you need to do. That's crazy talk. That's crazy work. Um, like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. But if there are no charges, no convictions, and y'all are pulling this stuff off the internet with the intentions to harass somebody with, you guys are liable for it. And if, like I said, if Jen had any sense, she would call the police. Stop playing around with this stuff, Jen. Um, uh, yeah, y'all are crazy. That's crazy work over there. Um, And like I said, Joel said I wasn't in the chat that often. I didn't hear it all. Sophie's running shit back today on the internet. So when shit, I don't know. I just know they got the right one. That's why they pick on you, Jim, because you allow that shit. Ain't no way in fucking hell. No way. But anyway, um, um, but yeah, let's finish this. And I asked Sophie today, why did she think that that was okay for her to even ask those questions? I got no real answer to it. Um, yeah. Um, what it do, cousin Habanero? Yeah, it is harassment. And my thing is this is just YouTube. It should not be that deep. It should not be that deep. Um, that is a nasty, hateful group of women over there. The chat's nasty. They're disgusting over there. And history always repeats it. What it do, Berlinetta? History always repeats itself when you're fucking with Geneva. When shit goes south, Geneva runs and she blames everybody else and she finds a new host. Like bacteria. Bacteria can only grow with a new host. Like, why are y'all fooling with that? There's certain people you turn around and run from. Dangerous as hell. As hell. I mean, when you got to do all this, log off. And listen, it is okay to take a break from YouTube. It is okay. And when I was listening to Sophie, um, me personally, I don't believe Sophie came up with all this information. I don't believe Sophie was around for all of this. I really truly don't. Sophie, you can say you were, but I really don't think you were. And your best bet is to say you weren't, because clearly they're feeding you information. And you're the mouthpiece, though. You're the one saying it. It's coming out of your mouth. That's that. That's that. Let me figure out where I was at. And
like you said, you need hemmed up. Debbie didn't know all that information.
let me rewind this a little.
When I think you bitches cannot get any worse, you get worse and you get worse and you get worse. And you get.
All you have to do is leave me the fuck alone. That's it. That's all.
Worse. I'm not going to get worse. I'm just going to get even. I'm not going to do any real life stuff.
I don't do real life stuff. Never have. Never will. That's not who I am. I don't have to.
But I will tell you this. Nobody's going to tell me what to do with my channel. I'm not going to do it anymore. And
I don't give a fuck what you do with your channel. You just need to keep me out of your fucking mouth.
Got 3 of you fuckers to talk to today. Obviously, we have ET, a.k.a. Orange Fingers. By the way, your hands are orange again. So, do something. She looks like she spent all day for this. Maria.
So, they're actually not.
That
Sorry.
part. They allowed Sophie to come back in to do the dirty work, and she's doing it. Her and KK. I'm sorry, y'all are. Walk away. Walk away.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Hi, everyone.
And listen, I don't even like Sophie, but that's when I'm saying walk away. It's not coming from a place of hate or anything like that. It's coming from a place of like, Sophie, you really truly are better than this. Don't get wrapped up with their shit.
If I've missed anybody, I apologize. I'm trying to stay on track. Hey, Chooch, my West Virginia brother from another mother. How are you? It's good to see you.
Debbie did a docs last night. And clearly I didn't do anything with that docs because there's an order. Okay.
And?
Maria, you fully doxed. You gave out my old address and
no. Do you have proof that it was Maria that gave it to Deadly? No, you don't, because she didn't.
Well, listen here. We have the proof. I have the recording. I have the clip where Jules said she got Jen's address from the courts. She was stalking Jen on the Clermont County Clerk of Courts. That's how you know I'm not lying. Those were her words. That's how she got Jen's new address. When Jen moved, she had to update her information. That's how Jules got it.
You're assuming.
And don't forget, they was also doing like Google Images. And remember, they was telling Jen, "Oh, you need to cut the grass by the mailbox," or something stupid like that. So yeah, y'all are stalking folks.
Missy, I have no doubt in my mind, you Canadian freak with your inbreed fucking toes. The only time you ever go live is when you have bad shit. So if you guys pulled FOIA.
So Missy Tessa is going to be going live very, very soon, y'all.
Is on custody things, if you pulled FOIAs on my drug trafficking, if you pulled FOIAs, because it's all.
Wait, what? Drug trafficking? What? Say what? Drug trafficking? You? No
But Jen
way.
read FOIAs and even
No way.
played body cams of KK. No, that's not what happened, Evil Prevails. And you're not going to come up in here with that because that's not what happened. And the two are not the same. Looking, that was on Reddit. Okay. That is not the same as saying somebody raped their child. It's not the same. And you know that. And you're coming up in here to try to change it. It seems to be, you know good damn well y'all fucked up with that one. Y'all fucked up with that. Saying somebody raped and molested their own child, and in the report it said, I think. You didn't say that, Evil Prevails. It said, I think, right? So you make sure you read every word right, and comprehension matters. I think the cop would have done an investigation. That would have went somewhere else for another investigation if it really truly happened. I'm sure Children's Services would have been involved. So don't try to walk that back. That's exactly what y'all are trying to do now. Walk it back. And remember, Evil Prevails, I'm not a dummy. I might get tired from time to time and talk a little crazy sometimes.
But she doesn't know anything about drugs, y'all. Not even a little bit.
Oh, off the table now with mine. I hope that you did. Because anything that you played then, as grimy as you fucking are, Missy Toza, it's only going to remind me of where I am today.
You're still a piece of shit person. You're still a piece of shit person.
So, Maria, you are the devil. You are the fucking devil. You are ugly inside and out. And I do believe that the devil, when you met him, threw your ass back up on the earth. Because I believe now that we're having a rapture. I know that you're watching me, you melted face sack of fucking shit. And my husband.
You want to talk about somebody's face. You really want to talk about somebody's face. Have you looked in the mirror lately, honey? You want to talk about my face. This is, I promise I can't make any of this up. As hard as I try, I can't make any of this shit up. This wants to look shame people.
And had surgery, you wouldn't see me fucking online.
Who are you to tell people what they should and should not be doing while their loved one is in the middle of fucking surgery? What's she supposed to do? Sit in the waiting room and just sit there and twiddle her thumbs and worry herself to fucking death? I'll be damned. I'm probably going to get on the internet and hope and pray that somebody I know is live so I can watch and and chat with my people so I can keep my mind off of what is going on with my loved one at that exact second.
And listen, I promise on the Bible, I swear on everything I love, the judge looked Jules right in her face and told her, pulling FOIAs with the intentions of stalking and harassing people are illegal. I am just letting everybody know that. And even when you pull the FOIA, it says it at the bottom. So make sure you're reading the fine print. Make sure when Geneva is sending y'all these FOIAs and all that, you guys are reading that. Don't just take documentation and just start reading it. And also question, well, why isn't Jules reading it? Nobody hates Jen more than Jules. Why isn't she reading it? You guys are getting set up over there.
You are not, and he ended up not having surgery. Let's make that clear. He ended up not needing it, thankfully. Yeah. So you have no idea what the fuck you're even talking about. Okay? But who are you to think that you and your high moral authority get to dictate what other people do and how they handle things?
And also, let me say something else. Remember what y'all say in those chats. Be careful what you're saying in that chat over there. Because when you're saying something, even if you don't have the intentions of doing it and you're just saying it, we know from history, Geneva will do it and set you up to take the blame for it. And then it's, well, you said it, it's right here. No, she's setting y'all up. Remember that. And to be honest with you, any group or anything where Geneva is, it's not the chat for y'all. Anybody. I'm saying that as nice as I can be, it might come across as hateful, whatever, bitter, whatever, but I'm really not trying to be evil about it. Geneva is not a good person. She has no life. She hasn't learned. This is wash, rinse, repeat. It's just a different group.
You understand that, you freak?
Says the freak. Says the freak that tried to be the cool mom and was inappropriate with teenage boys. Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about my husband? I won't talk about yours, other than the fact he should have left you years ago for Ashley or whoever she is. You have 6 fucking ROs. You crazy woman. You have screwed over Anne. You have screwed over any of the good friends that they had.
How is any of that any of your business? But yet you don't want people to talk about your business. Are you stalking Maria? Huh? Number one, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But number two, to name all of these situations, are you stalking her? Are you? Sounds a little stalkish to me.
You piece of garbage. I feel so sorry for your fucking family. I do. And why they haven't done a 5150 on you and put a straitjacket on your ass, I have no idea. But you need to stay out of other people's business, or you're going to have so many fucking ROs, you're going to need to. You won't even have a job.
While you're in the middle of somebody's fucking business.
You tried to get me hemmed up. You, like you said, you
need hemmed up.
Debbie didn't know all that information.
How do you know that?
No,
how do you know that? How do you know Deadly did not know that information? How do you know Maria gave it to him?
I will say this, Geneva has a line of communication with Deadly. So is a good chance Geneva probably passed that information. Just saying.
Don't. You don't.
Napa
probably. Let me tell you and Sophie something. If you guys are,
I would think that this is just me and my thinking, that why would really anybody need to pull the a FOIA or anything when you have Geneva to do it? And I saw on Reddit where they was like, oh, well, you don't know who did it. It was done in a different name, blah, 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 blah. And that's very typical of what Geneva does, too. So I just, Docky Boys, is Sophie at the Saturday night Nazi meeting with her Nazi husband?
How are you doing another men's thing?
What thing? If you guys are married, what are you doing in other men's thing? If you are married, why are you on panel with men? Why are you? See, I know my words. I know how to finish a sentence and I know my words. So thank you for the person that just sent me a generous amount of money. I appreciate you, my girl. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you're supposedly married, how come you're on panel with men, you're in chats with men, you're in Discord with men, you're in DMs with men, you're going to be a co-host with a man? How come that is if you're married? But me and Maria, since we're married, we can't be in another man's chat, right? Okay.
But you do look like Rocky Dennis, Maria. You look dead ass like Rocky Dennis. And I'm even saying that nicely. You are uglier than Rocky Dennis. You are.
I'm glad that you brought that up, Jen. I really am. Because yesterday, I think it was Christoph. I think. And they left a comment.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom.
See, Sky, that's the part. I didn't say anything because I thought, okay, maybe this might be something I'm just missing. So I didn't say anything, but I thought, I don't know, Jen, did you say anything about them being married and on a panel with a man? Like, I don't know.
From yesterday to find that message, and Tom left me a super thanks. Thank you, Tom. If you guys don't know, if you're watching the replay on something and you want to donate to the channel, you can do a super thanks in the comment section. You can do that there if you wanted to. But where was that? I know you guys saw it. Some of y'all saw the comment from, was it here? Crap. Christoph left a comment. Molly left a comment. And I don't know where it's at right now. There it is. I found it. Jen, this is to you. Christoph says, since she turns comments off because you're a pussy, I want to post it here. Rocky Dennis was a precious 16-year-old boy who died from a severe bone disorder, and she called him ugly. Her words, you're as ugly as Rocky Dennis, which we just heard her say. Shame on her. I hope to God she apologizes to anyone who suffers from facial disorders they were born with or suffer deformities from war or accidents. Such a heartless, disgusting thing to say. And Christoph, I totally agree with you. But she doesn't know how to actually apologize because she's heartless and soulless. And she cares about nobody but herself.
Now, listen, I'm not going to lie. I have a little bit of a change of a heart. Yesterday, I tried to be somewhat fair, I guess to say. But I'm being honest. I just don't like Sophie. But that doesn't mean I can't be fair to Sophie. But today I kind of feel like I feel sorry for Sophie. I'm taking a little easier on her. I do kind of feel sorry for Sophie because it almost seems to be Sophie, you feel like you need to act like this to fit in. And you don't. It's better to have a chat of 30 real people than a chat of 100 people. And it's always better to have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. So I do feel bad for you, Sophie. This just ain't it. What's up, Carol?
So, but thank you, Tom. I've seen your super thanks. Thank you very much.
And every time you talk about me, you ugly troll, I'm going to respond. And you too, Sophie. Take the filters off. I'd love to see what your face looks like.
This is what my face looks like. No filters. Streamlabs doesn't have filter. Not even that cool smoothing filter that StreamYard has. This is my face, girl. I know I'm prettier than you. I take better care of myself than you take care of you. But this is my face. Yeah. The same face that I have on my lifestyle channel. The same face that I have in real life when I'm face to face with people. It's this face that you see right here. I know that's hard for you to grasp, but it is what the fuck it is.
And listen, that is definitely a filter that she has on. And there's nothing wrong with a filter, but there's also nothing wrong with being your natural self. Sophie's almost 50, and for a 50-year-old Sophie, you're not bad looking without a filter. Just own it. Own it. Even if I don't know, say you do look like Rocky Dennis. It's just who you are. Own it. Just be the best you that you can be, the best version of yourself. But it's a filter. It's a filter. It's a filter.
I had to thank Tom before I forgot. This is my face.
What up, Sassy? How are you, my friend?
I mean, it's just, Maria, it's not even narcissism with you. You are a true sociopath. You really are. You have pew-pews in your house that you were supposed to get rid of when you did that thing with Amanda Prayer Jar.
How is that your fucking business? How? How is that your fucking business? It's not. You want to get in everybody's fucking business, but when it's turned back around on you, then why are you talking to me? What? Tell me everything. You're right. She sits on panel with William and Dudley and allows them to speak to her sexually, so sexually nasty, and Clint will be sitting right next to her. Does he not care? Does he not love her? I mean, it is, Cindy. It is. Getting so hung up on looks is so weird to me. Everyone will age and looks fade. Personality, confidence, and kindness are eternal. Absolutely. Yes. Just like I said in the beginning of my life, every morning when I wake up, I strive to be a little bit better than I was the day before.
No, Sophie, you don't. No, baby girl. You're worse. Like this version of Sophie, you are at an all-time worst. Like, I don't know her. I don't know this woman. And this week, you guys, I'm going to run back and I'm going to show the things as to why I don't like Sophie. Why I can't stand Sophie. I'm getting it all clipped. I'm going to show y'all how Sophie flipped on me for absolutely no reason. So I'm going to show y'all that.
Whenever I became sober, do you guys realize how long it took me to be able to look at myself in the mirror? Not because of my looks, but because of just like everything on the inside that, you know. But you know, something makes sense to me that I heard Jen say over the past couple of days.
Hey,
She
Tina
says
Marina.
that nobody will hate her as much as she hates herself. I can't relate.
And I just feel like, you know, if somebody is saying something like that, that's really like a sign of you probably should back off that person and maybe give them a little grace. And show some compassion for somebody like that. We live in a world where mental health is a real thing and people don't have access to health care to get their mental health checked. I don't think that's a thing to shame somebody for. Hey, Atalanta. I just a comment like that is just it's triggering, to be honest with you. And Sophie, you really are sitting there with a smug look on your face, a smirk. And maybe, Sophie, you didn't understand that. Maybe you're not taking it the way I am. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. I don't know. But I just kind of feel like, Sophie, that's just, you are that mean girl Kendra was talking about. And you really, Sophie, need to check yourself. Like, you really need to check your fucking self. And I hope you do watch this live back and you really see how nasty and disgusting you are. And even just watch one of your lives from maybe like earlier in. And let me piggyback off of her, that post that she put where she was walking things back. No, that wasn't her. No, that wasn't her.
I love myself. I do. And I guess
You're
it
most
shows
welcome. Names are important
that
around
I
here.
love myself and you hate yourself, right?
Like, and see, Sophie, you did comprehend that because you acknowledged that she probably does hate herself, and you're still going on with treating somebody like that. That's not normal. And I'm not dogging Jen out in any kind of way, but Jen has some mental health issues. And the fact that she said that, Sophie, and you're still just Sophie, that's bad, girl. That's bad. Hey, Rain Busy. That's bad, Sophie. That is bad. And listen, you don't have to like somebody to show some compassion for them. And listen, when I say Jen has mental health issues, there's nothing wrong with having mental health issues. Um, there's nothing wrong with it, but please get it checked. Um, and I am a firm believer of your mental health is your responsibility. I agree with that 110%, but I also believe when somebody is saying something like that, don't keep pushing them. Don't keep pushing them. And I just find it weird that nobody in that chat of Sophie's checked that. Not a single person checked that.
People's kids. You're everywhere. You are fucking everywhere, Maria. Are you taking pops?
Are you everywhere? Are you taking popsicle sticks and holding your eyes open? Because you are literally everywhere 24 hours a day.
Popsicle sticks and propping your eyeballs open? You are the devil.
Yeah.
You are the Antichrist. You are the reason that I need to wear this cross to keep you away.
You think that's actually going to...
Don't talk about...
Do you think that little cross on your neck is really going to protect and save you?
Other people's parenting, because God knows we know that you're not a stellar fucking parent. And if you're going to talk about Anne and her marriage...
How do you know? Do you know Maria in her real life? Did you know her when she was raising her children when they were young? You don't fucking know us.
But Sophie, that's the thing though. We do. And that's why I'm saying the hypocrisy of things. And I can have a conversation with anybody and everyone on here, and we can talk about the community and we can talk about this. And like I said yesterday, at the end of it all, it just goes back to the hypocrisy for me. Sophie, we know what you said. We know what Maria has said about her children. Maria called her daughter fat just the other day. Yeah, we know, Sophie. And you denied leaving your kids, but you did, and you said it. And we know because you said it. Hey, Juju.
I'm sure that your marriage is stellar too. You've had DV.
Better than yours. Anything is better than your marriage or fake marriage.
If you're going to talk about Anne and her marriage,
Listen, one thing I don't do, I don't judge people's relationships. This is 2026. People have open relationships. People have all kinds of different things, and that works for them. I don't get in the middle of people's relationships. I've always said it. You take a side in a relationship when somebody's fighting with their partner or whatever. A day later, egg is on your face because they're back together and you're looking stupid. Like, right, Rainbow? It's the hypocrisy. And I never met, and I said it. I don't know why Jen was late to the party here. You've allowed these women over here to shame you for what your relationship with your kids, but then they've done the exact same thing, and even worse. I don't see them raising their hands saying, "Hey, I left my child too." No, they're quiet about it. I saw Jasmine. I saw Miss Mickey shaming Jen for her relationship with her kids. And like I said, this is no tea. I'm not trying to be funny. But Jen may not have been the best mother, but she didn't leave her kids. Jasmine left her kids, had her kids taken away. Miss Mickey had her kids taken away. But they're not saying that. They're actually making fun of Jen. So, the hypocrisy.
Your marriage is stellar too. You've had DV in your family.
You've had DV in your family, and you're the aggressor.
I don't like you. I will never like you.
Jen, I will say that was a little bit too far. I don't understand why we're shaming each other over DV. That was a little too far. That was too far. That was too far there.
Maria. Never.
Samesies.
You are always in my business.
And as you're actively in her fucking business. The fuck? Is this the Twilight Zone, y'all? Is it?
I don't understand. When I turn on YouTube, I am the same exact person. That's why I don't take super chats. I don't take cash apps. One, I'm blessed, fortunate enough. I don't need it. I'm not knocking anybody for it. But when you do open that up and you are taking super chats and you're taking money and all that, blah, 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 you kind of create a monster for yourself. Not everybody, I will say that. But you become a nasty, dangerous person for super chats and all that. I don't get that part. Turning on YouTube will never change me. $1 will never change me. Materialistic things will never change me. You cannot take it. When we all leave this earth, you cannot take it with you. And when you're sitting in front of the good Lord up above on Judgment Day, you remember this stuff, Sophie. This is bad.
I think Maria may have dementia. I'll be honest, there's something fucking wrong with that bitch.
Agreed.
Do you know what dementia is? Do you? I think you
Your
don't.
kitchen is filthy.
Says the woman with the filthy fucking house. The fuck? I know good and goddamn well Maria's kitchen is not fucking filthy. I know this. I've seen her kitchen, number one, but I know this. I know. I don't know Maria's husband, but I know enough about him to know that he is not going to cook meals in a dirty kitchen. You will, though. You'll try. You'll rage cook and then throw it away.
But remember, okay, if y'all go through her I got you, Lin. I will be the first to help anybody. I got you. If you remember, go through Sophie's shorts. Sophie literally got out of bed, didn't brush her teeth, didn't wash her ass. She threw some deodorant on, threw her hair up, and went to the doctor's appointment. So, Sophie, stop it. Stop it. Ugh.
I'm gonna look up the traits of a sociopath because if Maria is, I would consider that bitch dangerous.
Consider it whatever the fuck you want to consider it. It doesn't make it true.
Well, according to Maria and Sophie, they are just housewives. They live the bougie life. Maria nails her own.
I am a housewife. Yes, I am. Am I bougie? No.
Yeah, you are. And listen to this part. You try to be bougie. You try to be bougie. I'm not going to lie. You try to be bougie. Just like when somebody said Jen is the Temu version of Sophie. That's not true. Sophie is Temu. I'm not lying to you. That is Temu realness right there. And there's nothing wrong with it. But stop trying to shame other people for it when...
You think I am, but no, I'm not bougie. Just because I live a different life than you doesn't make me bougie or preppy or whatever. All these fucking words you throw out of your fucking mouth.
Underwear on and Sophie's piling on self-tanner. Rubber bands are orange. Yeah, you got a nice house, Sophie.
I'm not orange. Yes, I made my house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I have a nice house because I've made it nice and I keep it clean and nice. You could do the same thing to your house, but you choose not to. Maybe because it was given to you and you didn't pay for it. Therefore, you don't appreciate it and you don't take pride in it.
Yeah, I will say her house is clean now. Yeah, before, yes, it was. However, present day, from what I see, it is clean. It is clean. And if it's dirty, I've heard certain people say, okay, certain rooms are clean, but the other rooms aren't. Show me. Show me. Because from what I see, it is clean.
Right, Missy Tessa? Hello.
She went to my estrangement group and trashed me, so I got kicked out of there.
Bless it. Trashed you or told the truth about you? Those are two different things.
Because they're going to my real life, I know.
Who? Who is? Who's going to your real life? You went to my real life. I didn't do the same back to you. Not at all.
Sophie, and this is why I say you're sitting here playing stupid, because not that long ago you did do that live where Clint sent somebody a ring and you went live and you were talking about it. So that is going real life. And Sophie, you didn't even have your facts together. That's how I know, and I can tell you, you don't do your own homework. Somebody will give you something, you don't research it, and you just say it. And you really end up making yourself look foolish with it. You really thought that somebody sent something that morning, and a couple later hours later, they received it. But there was a tracking number on there. You didn't even think to track the package to see, oh damn, this is a couple months old. Like you, no, probably a year or so, 2 years old. You really thought it was from that morning. So that's why I tell you, Sophie, you don't do your own stuff. It's given to you, you put it out there, and you make yourself look like a fool.
She does, Kat. Jen thinks that Sophie is all the great things. It's Jen's hang up, not Sophie's. Absolutely. I have made my life a life that I love to live. And that's what everybody should do. You should make a life for yourself that you are happy to live. I don't wake up angry. I don't go to bed angry either. Never.
I don't know what time of day it was that you did this live, but you were very much so triggered. You were very much so mooing and hot and bothered. I don't know what Jen said to you. I tried to watch that live. I could not do it. She was repeating herself and I can't do it. I'm not listening to the story. I done heard 65 times already. But whatever she said in that live, you were triggered. You was hot and bothered. You was hot. So that's why I gotta say, Jen won this round.
My husband, every night, it sucks that he gets up before I do and I don't wake up with him, but But I don't know what to say.
I've heard a lot of things about you. I hope you and I can be cordial. I accept that you are friends with the bee. Please accept who I'm friends with. That's probably all I got to ask. Iceman's in here. If we could tell him hi, that would be great. AC, you're not very far behind, sir. Because the difference with you is you're a guy. I'm sure if you use the women's bathroom, they wouldn't say anything. But you know what? Out of respect for the people over there that deal with you, I don't like you, bro. So if he comes in here,
I know.
Nobody
I
cares.
know. When Brooks posted that, oh my God, I was weak. And that's another example. I'm glad you brought that up, Miss Liability. That is another example, Sophie. Somebody had to give you that, and you put it out there as facts, as if that was really Brooke. And again, now you have egg on your face. So, Sophie, your new set of friends, they're not your friends, girl. They are having you look stupid.
I don't like anybody. And that's a you problem. It doesn't bother us that you don't like us.
here, just block him. You're like a turd in my ass.
She is, Maria.
I mean, the hypocrisy about all of this. AC is a man. He said I smothered my mother. He has a mask of a deceased woman.
Yeah,
He believes in the devil.
That's too far. When I say like talking about her mom and saying she smothered, that is too far. That is entirely too far.
He's a horrible.
Do you not believe in the devil? I mean, you believe in God. Do you not believe in the devil? I don't believe in either personally, but it's strange that you believe in God, but you don't believe in the devil.
See, and right there,
rotten
like,
person.
that was like some cockiness, Sophie. Like you really thought you ate with that one, but you didn't. Like that was just a dumb read you had. Like, and you got to get better reads.
Sexuality, but he goes and sits on a fire hydrant, slipping up with him with no fucking thing.
What?
Now we have super. See,
I promise I'm losing brain cells by the second.
talk about somebody's sexuality, but he goes and sits on a fire hydrant, slipping up with him with no fucking thing. Now we have super here because I needed more men to help out, but none of you guys.
More men to help out. Help out with what? I don't need men to take up for me. I don't. I am more than capable of taking up for myself. Yeah. Let's add that to the list of things that are different between the two of us. Right, Missy Tessa? Can't relate with that either. My dogs don't get locked in rooms because I'm scared they are going to go around my house pissing everywhere. Can't relate. Not even a little bit.
Say anything because you're pussies.
Says the pussy that needed another man to take up for her. Aren't you married?
And you too, Jamie. You wouldn't have anything that you have. That's the only time you get views. I just can't stand a person like him either. He's kind of like, I hate dudes like that.
And I hate women like you.
I hate people like that. I went to school with people like that. Just kind of like, you know me. You know me. I can swallow and follow, but you know me. You're a prick.
Yes, Legal Monday. Good.
Actually, who cares about
I'm
saying that?
glad that you brought that up. That slipped my mind. In the live from 3 a.m. that she put on her members, she said that she had a kidney biopsy today, y'all. Huh. Funny.
I'm a sociopath. But the thing is you women, it's so amazing. You talk about Anne not caring about her husband. You guys trash my husband. You're
Who
pissing
does?
this deceased.
Who does? Y'all. Who is y'all? Put a name on that shit, girl. Who?
That's why
See,
you're saying I
and
smothered.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When y'all keep saying that, who was y'all, who was they, don't say they, say names. No, it is okay to say y'all because y'all means y'all's group. That's who that is. They means y'all is the same. So don't act like y'all don't say y'all when you're referring to us over here. Don't act like y'all don't say they. And these are all talking points of that group. So that's how y'all know y'all they sit in these Discord groups or whoever, wherever, and they come up with stuff to say and they all keep repeating the same shit. It's okay to say they. It is okay to say y'all. Fuck. They always piss me off with that one. But then when you say names, they get mad when you say their name.
But Maria says, oh, you talk about my family? Bitch, that's all you do. You posted a 3-year-old in a bathing suit.
So did you. Maria posted it on her private IG.
It was not a private IG. It was not.
Posted it in Discord with a shitload of men that you don't.
And that was wrong. And it was wrong to post it anywhere. But I will say the Discord had less people in there and less reach. But it was definitely wrong to post it.
Oh. Neither one of them is right. But I would rather it be on a private Instagram page where only a few people can see it than a fucking Discord of fucking strange men. Just me?
You got in trouble for check hiding, man. For check hiding.
You got in trouble for DV, ma'am. DV.
And what I don't get is, if Jen is talking about Maria, why is Sophie... Why are you upset? And Sophie, you got to remember, Maria is the same one who drug you to hell and back with your family. Why are...
You did. Hi, Sarah.
You did.
We're talking a little drama today. You're welcome to stay. But Maria, yes, you did. You got in trouble for check hiding. You did.
Yes, ma'am. You got in trouble for DV. You did.
So here's the thing. I'm going to tell you like I told Sloppy. Shut your mouth. And then I won't mention you. You snow.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. I was not live for 12 fucking days. And you wouldn't shut the fuck up about me. You're going to talk about me whether I talk about you or not. And I don't talk about you. I respond to you.
Oh, see, that pisses me off too. Sophie, you may not have been live, but you were definitely in the chats talking shit about her. And no, it is always no. How is it all of y'all over there on that side are just responding? Really? Is it responding when you're pulling FOIAs? Is it responding when you're putting people on your awareness group?
That's how we started this, Jen. You were talking shit and I responded to you. Period. I know how to move the fuck on. I have other things that I can do and talk about other than going live and replaying your bullshit.
And Sophie, I'm gonna tell you that's not true. You talk about Jen because Jen is a money grab for you. And I mean that's just true. Like you don't really talk about anybody else. You did make money and all that off of what was that? Lisa Jones? Is that her name? Lisa Jones? You did make money off of that lady, but it's like you have to have those type of people to make money off of, and ah, and
So I'm going to tell you again, clean your ears out, Jenny. Shut the fuck up about me, and I will have nothing to respond to. How about it?
Cone melty face bitch. I don't like you. Hey, shut your. So here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you like I told Sloopy. Shut your mouth, and then I won't mention you. You snow cone melty face bitch. I don't like you. You understand that?
I don't care if you like me, and I know Maria doesn't give a fuck either. We don't like you. It doesn't hurt us that you don't like us. You don't like me, then don't talk about me. Act like I don't exist. That's usually what happens when you don't like people, right? You just ignore them and act like they don't exist.
You are the devil. You are the Antichrist. I don't think you could step in holy water and that shit would boil like coffee. I do believe that we're going through the rapture, and I believe that Maria is the head honcho. I'm telling you, man. God probably.
You're repeating yourself.
No, Jen. Yeah, Jen, you wrong on this one. Hey, Charlie, how are you? You're wrong on this one because Jenny is pulling the strings over there. They're stuck with her. They are stuck with Geneva. If Geneva tells them all to jump, they're going to say how high. Jenny is pulling the strings over there. They can't leave Jenny. Jenny knows too much of their secrets and their dirt.
She definitely did a full dog slip.
Why is your dog whining in the other room? And you're just ignoring it? Why is that happening?
She's a dog.
Huh?
It's a dog.
If that was me live and you could hear my dog whining like that in the other room and I pay it absolutely no attention, do you know how much shit this bitch would talk about me?
It's a dog. Like, what do you want the dog to do? Like, that's how, like, you know you don't have nothing, Sophie. When you are really sitting on here asking, why is your dog whining? It's a dog. Like, what do you want it to do? We hear your dogs whining and barking.
I know how much shit this bitch will talk about me. I'm going to rewind that.
Oh, my.
Listen.
I'll tell you what, you guys think that us women don't fight dirty? I'm going to tell you something. Maria, she definitely did a full.
You know, Adelina, I was thinking that myself, but then I was thinking, Jules is keeping Sophie. She wants to keep Sophie around so that Sophie can take the hits for her. Sophie doesn't want to get dragged back, or I'm sorry, Jules doesn't want to get dragged back into court. So she's letting them be her mouthpiece. And then when they get done, she'll go live and kind of piggyback off of things. But as long as they started it first, Jules can always kind of say, well, I'm kind of commentating off of the person that went live before me. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I mean, I don't mean, she wants somebody to take the hits for her.
Why is your dog crying and you're not paying it any attention? Why is that? Are you abusing your dog again? Are you withholding something from your dog?
Oh my God.
Do you have your dog locked up in the other room so it doesn't jump on you and try and lick you? What is it?
Yep.
And the only person.
And I hope they both get smart and realize that, like, they're using y'all. And when you give Geneva your panel, it's it for you. It's it. And at this point, Geneva knows all their information over there. They're stuck with Geneva. Sad. Me, I was like, fuck you, Geneva. She thought I was going to bow down to her. I don't give a fuck what kind of information you have on me. Don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck. I would never be stuck with somebody like Geneva. Don't give a fuck. Send me to jail. Send me to anywhere you want to. No, ma'am. But, Sophie, I didn't think that when they were saying you wasn't giving your dog water, I didn't believe that. I thought that was a reach. But I think, Sophie, you're reaching here too. Like, and you got to be honest. Like, you sound stupid with that one too. They sounded stupid when they said it to you, and you sound stupid repeating that stuff. And what I don't get is, okay, look at all the hits that Sophie been getting her ass drug and tore the fuck up for this live. You don't see Maria and Jules defending her. And Sophie, I hope you're listening. They're not defending you. Okay? But look how they were defending Geneva. And that's got a sting. No pun intended. I know Jules thinks she's a bee, but that has got to sting. They're using you and they're not defending you.
About that is Maria. They said my address. It's fucking insane. And then for people, okay, the Mac.
You gave everybody your address right after New Year's when you called the police.
No, Sophie, and you are lying. You're lying. You're lying. Because if you remember correctly, Jules said she got it off the Claremont County Clerk of Courts. Jules also switched up the story and said Johnny Mack gave it to her. Then she switched it up and said Brandy gave it to her. Which one is it, Sophie? So, and this was well before she called the police. So, knock it off, Sophie, with your lies. You see what I'm saying? They want Sophie to put out these lies. But, Sophie, we know. I have the recordings of all of it. That's not what happened. Can't rewrite history.
And alive on speaker and gave them your address.
That's a lot.
Hey, pretty bird.
It's true. What Sophie said is true. However, beforehand, Sophie, beforehand. Stop lying, Sophie.
I don't know who that was. I don't think it was Mia. Of course it's not Mia. Mia wouldn't be locked up or anything. Yes, Missy Pessa, yeah.
Yeah, Sophie. What's with the ears and the hat?
Johnny Mack and Tabitha, they have moved back away from all this. It's fucking insane. And then for people, okay, the Max, Johnny Mack and Tabitha, they have moved back away from all this.
So why can't you leave his name out of your mouth? Why do you have to constantly bring him and me up and lie that me and him had something going on? Why can't you leave it alone? The only time I bring it up is when I'm playing you bringing it up. So why can't you just stop?
That's not true. And Sophie, it's him and I. Him and I. Put down the Starbucks. Quit acting like you're a billionaire because you have a Starbucks cup in your hand, and buy yourself a good dictionary, okay? You can even go to, I don't know if Barnes & Nobles is still open, but go to Barnes & Nobles, get a dictionary, and get you some Starbucks, and really sit down and learn the difference between your and you are. That really burns me up. That burns me up.
And what was Sophie doing? She's going to cover all those interviews.
What interviews? What the fuck are you talking about? Thank you, Bliss Chris. What is that? Celebrates 11 months of membership? How the fuck do people watch her repeat herself for years? Bliss Chris, I'm going crazy.
Jen,
I'm crazy.
I gotta give Bliss Chris a point for that. I have to. I have to give Bliss a point for that.
Thank you for your 11 months of membership, my girl. You're right, Stacy. She has no other content. Nothing. But what interviews am I going to replay? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? What interviews?
You like Terry Time at one point in time. Now she's a meth head. Well, Terry Time doesn't suck.
She's always been a meth head. Always.
I'm Freon.
Neither do I. I don't suck on Freon either, Jen. So, I don't abuse my animals. Ladybug, thank you. Received a gifted membership by Martin's mommy. Thank you, Martin's mommy, for gifting a membership. Ladybug, if you hear this, thank Martin's mommy. She's the greatest, and she gifted you a membership, my girl. Thank you, Martin's mommy.
So meth head, well, you like Terry Time at one point in time. Now she's a meth head. Well, Terry
She's always been a meth head, or a supposed meth head.
Time doesn't suck on Freon.
Neither do I.
So
Is the Freon thing, did Sophie say that? I never heard Sophie say it. I've heard other people say that she has said it. And, you know, I'm trying to be fair. I don't hate Sophie as much today as I did yesterday. But I've never heard Sophie say that one. I don't know about that one. But I've heard the rumor around for a while. Almost gag every time she uses a fake thank you. Yeah.
and you can private the video. Then I'll just finish up with the one from yesterday if I don't go into it deep.
No, I'm not going to private anything. And it's not my fault that you can't
She
keep
private
yourself.
it. She did private it. But to be honest, after you said you passed that around on that awareness community and you passed her picture around, it was probably the best thing for you to do was private it. Digger Mullich. Back from my mole hole. Okay. Digger Mullich. Oh, all right now.
Changed no matter what. Another difference between the two of us, I can keep myself entertained no matter what's going on and no matter what I'm watching and whatever, I can entertain myself. Yeah. And if it makes you fall asleep, then don't fucking watch it. If you can't keep yourself entertained, don't fucking watch it. I don't care either way. I don't. Oh, but she says it's you who brings him up. But we all know exactly how he keeps being mentioned. Jen, you really need proper treatment.
And I really think Missy Tessa is just gaslighting you, Sophie. Yeah.
As if these lies, you don't even know what is truth from the lies at this point. She doesn't, Missy Tessa.
You come up. Maria, I can't tell you. I don't understand a damn thing that you say.
What's wrong with your dog? What are they in there crying and barking about?
But I will tell you this. I guess since we're doing teams and everything like that, we're not.
Who's doing teams? Whose team am I on?
Maria, Jules
Am I a floater? What's going on? Who's on teams?
No, baby girl, you are branded. You are branded. You are in that cult. You are all up in it.
Maria, you haven't.
No.
I have.
How can you just ignore that dog in the other room crying like that, Jen? How?
Down in my mind, and you were trying to get Kendra hemmed up.
That is what I mean. Like, they're obsessed with like animal abuse over there, child abuse, child molesting. They're obsessed with that over there. What is going on with that? The stuff y'all are just coming up with. And clearly Sophie idolizes Donald Trump. That's why she's orange. Sophie Erica Kirk Trump. Like, this is...
That's what I interpreted from the call. To me, I think you're abusing resources. I'm going to have to pull a FOIA. I'm not quite sure how to do it. I am going to have to pull a FOIA to find out who is doing the FOIA records. That's what I'm going to have to do. Every time you guys bring up a name, I've had to call the non-emergency to let them know that you guys are interfering with something with us.
So should I do the same? Should I call my non-emergency number and tell them all the things that you're saying? Is that how this works?
Yeah.
And Anne's comment.
I remember when Jules ate her up for that. That chat ate her up for that. And I had to say, there's nothing wrong with crate training your dog. A dog is supposed to have their own little space. I had to tell her, we have a crate for our dog, but it's just for like her personal space. And when you do get a new puppy, you do crate train your dog. Like, Sophie was not abusing her dog at that time, but Jules and them ate her up for it. Okay.
Green and says, I wish people would leave Johnny Mac and Tabitha out of it all. Well, then you need to tell your friend Jen to stop bringing him up. And then I will have no reason to bring him up. I didn't bring him up until Jen started bringing him up and laughed.
No. Y'all been You guys over there have been bringing him up. And Johnny Mac walked away. Y'all, that's y'all's problem. Y'all don't allow people to walk away. When people want to walk away, you guys start sending plumbers to their house. Y'all start calling them, spoof texting them. Y'all don't let people be.
Yeah.
She did. She abused the police department. She did. Because
Says the person that abuses the police department.
What?
let me tell you this, in my opinion. Why would you wait until the next day? You said that your friend sounded distressed, right? So you waited until the next day to call and check on her. Girl, I would have been on that phone like, okay, we need a wellness check. My friend. Yeah. You should hear the shit. I'm replaying her shit. Yes. And here's,
Lisa W says, wait a minute, Sophie is going to play stuff with Johnny Mac. I don't know. That's what Jen said. I didn't say it. That's what she says, though.
no, why?
I mean, I can play the lives from when him and her were messing around with each other and they would come live together in the same room. I mean, I can play those. And I mean, okay.
You know why?
Why?
This is
Why,
anything
Jen?
for
I
a
saw you up
buck.
on the fucking panel with him, girl. You were doing everything but salivating.
Anything for a buck.
Just shut up.
I was doing everything but salivating. Hey, Xbox. What? What? I've never flirted with him. Why would I? He's not my fucking type. What? Just because it's a fucking man doesn't mean I'm automatically throwing myself at them. That is you. That's what you do. Okay, not me. She is, yeah.
You're not bougie. Okay, you're not this.
No, I'm not.
Right.
Ouch, that hurt. No, I'm not.
Oh,
bougie.
she hit her dog.
I'm not.
Sophie.
You're putting these labels on me.
Sophie, why is your dog barking? Why is your dog barking?
I'm not doing it. You are. What? No, I'm not bougie.
You're not bougie. Okay, you're not this preppy girl or anything like that. You're
No, I'm not. I am the least bit preppy. Again, I eat preppy bitches for lunch. I'm not preppy. I'm not bougie. I'm me.
Oh my god. Now she's Tupac.
I can't help how you see me. I can't.
fucking inbreed hilljack. That's what the hell you are.
You're an inbreed hilljack. Okay? You're the one that was born on a bearskin rug underwater. Who does that? Who gives birth on a bearskin rug underwater?
What?
An inbred hilljack, maybe? I don't know.
In my opinion, I think you're fake. I think you can't even put on fake tan, and I think that you.
Huh? Okay.
Okay, what'd you say?
You're the one that has said time and time and time again.
But Jen is the one who was always bringing him up, George. It's only fair to say they both do it. They both do it. They both been doing it. Jen's brought him up too. That is fair to say. But so Sophie has too. Jules has too. Yeah. Yeah.
You say things, do things, wear things, do all the things to fit in. Not this girl. I'm me. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I don't try and fit in. I am perfectly fine being by myself. My own company. I enjoy my own company. I do, because I love myself. Yeah.
Oh my.
I know, Tristan. I know.
I know, right? Right, Tina Marina, right? This is craziness, and you should. I'm going to send you the live after this. If you haven't seen it, message me, and I will send you the links for this. This is bad.
She said it. That's just one of her things that she's thrown out there, Martin's mommy. Right, D. Johns? Yes.
You truly think that you is like that? You're not.
Like what? You're not like anything. You're like a predator.
Are
But
you
that's
lost, Celia? Can I help you with something?
you're like an abuser, but that's about it. I mean,
I watch them both readily from the bushes as always. See, and I'm
She
I'm
won't.
being 100% honest with y'all. I don't watch Jen because I cannot take the repeating stories. It's nothing against Jen. That's her chat. She has a right to talk about whatever she wants to. But me, I can't watch it. I cannot. So I have to give you that point there. I'm gonna give you that point, Chrissy. Now, you got that point. You got that off. Okay, you got it off on me. Okay. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. But I'm giving you that one.
I do think that Lisa, because she's very good friends, maybe, yeah. Because the intro that Johnny Mac made for me, Sophie pilfered that. She was literally.
I pilfered it.
Okay.
What the
Hey,
fuck are
look.
you talking
I
about?
stand corrected again, Chrissy. You got me. As soon as I said that, she said Johnny Max. So.
What did I pilfer? Huh? What are you talking about? She does inquiring. You're confidently yourself and she hates it because she hates who the fuck she is. That's not my fault and that's not my problem. Maybe you need to do actual therapy and they can help you with that. Behavioral therapy. Behavioral therapy, like Love Live Strong said, there's talk therapy, and then there's behavioral therapy. You're supposedly doing.
But see, Love Live Strong, we gotta be honest here, though. Because when Jen was over there painting paper plates and cleaning her house, they judged her for that. Jen literally can't do nothing over there without them harassing her about it. And Sophie sat there and she said, "Don't talk about me and I won't talk about you." But when she was painting paper plates, you guys were talking about her. You guys was talking about her cabinet falling off. You were talking about her house being staged on Zillow. Like, Jen literally can't take a piss without y'all talking about her. So she is doing therapy of some sort, and you guys are still judging her. And Love Live Long, whatever your name is, if you're going to sit in that chat over there, you got to be real about it too, especially when you like to go on your little mental health journeys and all this and that. You can't sit there and say that a whole group of people attacking Jen is good for anybody's mental health. What's her repeating stories? What her repeating stories are lies, George. But see, Chrissy, and I'm glad you said that because this is the hypocrisy we're talking about. Look at all the lies that Sophie has told in this live. Hey, Bambi, look at all the lies Jules says. Look at all the lies that Maria says. It's not fair to say you guys don't call Jen out for her lies, but nobody's calling Jules out for her lies. Nobody's calling Maria out for her lies. Nobody's calling Sophie out for her lies. So that's why I say it's the hypocrisy for me. How can you really have a real conversation when the hypocrisy is just overflowing? You see what I'm saying? And that honestly is the hardest part for me. And they want people to stop supporting Jen for lies that Jen tells, right? But why aren't they saying that about each other? Like, you know what I mean? Jen might lie, but Maria does too. Jules definitely lies. Jules is a habitual liar. Um, and clearly Sophie is too. I don't, and it's not fair to sit there and say, and I'm not taking up for Jen. I know it comes across that way, but I'm really not taking up for Jen. I'm just literally stating the obvious, the fairest way that I can. Does Jen lie? Yeah. But so does Sophie. So does Jules. So does Maria. How are they any different? You know what I mean? Yeah, sassy. They literally I'm not going to say they dragged me for it because the joke was on them. I gave a fake name because I knew what they were going to do. And then all of a sudden, I've lied about everything. I've lied about everything because a stranger on the internet said that I lie. And they eat it up and they believed it because Jules tells them that. Like, what? But yet, Jules wants privacy and her boundaries to be respected. Like, does that make any sense? Like, what?
Therapy, you need behavioral therapy. You do. It would do you a lot of good.
And see, okay, so Sophie is saying Jen needs behavioral therapy, right? But doesn't Maria, doesn't Jules, doesn't Sophie at this point? They should all carpool to behavior therapy. All of them. Because they're all the same. Now, like I said yesterday, I would take Jen over Sophie. I would take Jen over Jules. I would take Jen over Maria. If the best, if the worst thing is Jen lies, okay, I definitely would rather take that. But they are literally reaching out to people in their personal lives. They're calling jobs. They're calling schools. Like, I'd rather deal with Jen who's lying while she's painting paper plates. I'd rather take that. And I'm speaking about things that are happening today. I'm not going off with those FOIAs. I'm not doing all that. And I'm talking about today, present day. um, yeah, yeah.
Telling him who he could talk to and who he couldn't.
No, I didn't. I did not try and tell him who he could and could not talk to. I warned him about you and who you are and what would happen if he got involved with you. He didn't believe me and did it anyway. But after the fact, when you two, kind of fell apart, he knew why. We were all trying to warn him. I don't tell people who they can and cannot talk to.
Bullshit. Bullshit. And bullshit. A bullshit.
You were married. Neither one of us were better, but I apologize.
Apologized for what? I'm still married.
Chrissy, now do you see what my problem is? Do you see what my issue is? It's the hypocrisy. Like, you know how they say, it's the economy, stupid. It's the hypocrisy. And like, I was having a conversation with a friend, and everything that is like literally being said, I 100% agreed with her. But then it's like, well, that person does too. It's the hypocrisy I keep going back to. Like, and I'm being 110% honest. It's the hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm. I respect my husband and my marriage, and I'm not a cheater.
I said,
I'm gonna go back 5 seconds and let her.
Jen, Jules, Sophie, KK, they're all enjoying it, keeping it going, and throwing a few lies here and there. None are victims. All go low and dirty. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And listen, it's the extent of the lies that they're saying. The lies that these people are telling, they're very damaging, and they could really ruin somebody's lives with it. And that's the part that they understand it. And throw Geneva in there too. Like I said earlier, I don't know if he was here for this. This is a different group of people that Geneva is in with. Now, when she was in a group before, and I believe Daddy and PMR was in there and other people, it was everybody but Geneva. Okay? Then Geneva goes to a different group. When that group explodes, it was everyone but Geneva. Geneva goes to a different group. Same shit. CPS gets called, schools are getting called, spoof texts are going out. Police are getting called. The whole nine. That group explodes. She runs to another group. Same shit. CPS getting called. Families members are getting called. Reddit's running wild. Spoof texts, spoof calls. People are being doxxed. People's families are being reached out to. That group explodes. Geneva goes to another one. Same situation. Wash, rinse, repeat. The group changes. Geneva's the common denominator here. You know what I mean? Now, I forgot what I was talking about. I forgot what the point of that story was because I kept going on with these groups. But it's the same. It's the same. And listen, wait till this group explodes. Can you imagine that? Who's taking who? Now, what I will say is, I'm not going to say, but when this explodes and this blows over, because we all know Jules can't keep a friend. She can't. Jules will be the reason why that group explodes. Who's going where? Who's taking who?
Finish a sentence for once.
And listen,
You
let
were
me
married.
tell you, I will never speak to Sophie again. I will never speak to JJ again. I will never speak to Selfie Queen again. I will never speak to Jules again. I will never speak to Maria again. Half of them over there, I will never speak to. So don't try to be my friend after that. Don't try to talk to me again after that. I don't want nothing to do with you. You fucked me over.
For better, I apologized about it.
What did you apologize about? And who did you apologize to? Did you apologize for having an affair? Huh? Who did you apologize to? Who?
But we know the difference.
Yes, we know the difference. Not a cheater, cheater.
Oh,
Big
Appalachian
difference.
Hain. I thought you said I like strap-ons. I was going to say, girl, what? I read that wrong. I definitely read that wrong.
Respects her marriage, has affairs with men. Yeah, big difference. Right, Maria, I have nothing to apologize for. Nothing. Nope.
That's why I know you're getting ballsy about it, because you would never call Terry Time a meth head.
Getting ballsy about what? I've always called her a meth head. The fuck? What are you talking about?
Like, and this is what I'm saying. They're so fake over there. They flip so fast. They liked Terry Time a week ago. They loved her. She was the greatest thing ever. They ran over there for Terry Time on a Tuesday. They loved her. She wasn't a racist then. But the second they fall out with her, Jules says she's a racist. George, please don't kill me for asking this, but why are you angry with Selfie Queen and JJ and Bliss? I'm not upset with Bliss per se. I just feel like with Selfie and JJ, I feel like I don't hate them or anything like that. It's just I just feel like anytime Jules or anyone basically says like, hey, don't talk to George, they do it. And for me, like, I just don't turn on people like that. I cannot be friends with somebody one day and then somebody tells me the next day, don't be friends with somebody and they do it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just not that type of person. And that's twice. Like, when I left the Hive the first time, they didn't speak to me then. And they did support Deadly. Selfie didn't, but JJ did. And I really felt like that was just a slap in the face. And this time, when Sophie gave me that excuse of basically like, why was I in Vegas Valley's chat and Sophie stopped talking to me for it. It was like they followed too. And I don't understand how. Yeah, that's it. I don't like that kind of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would never say anything bad about them. I just, I don't. Um, that's it really. And then when, like, I had no issue with them, and then I was in Selfie's chat, and I had a wrench. Jules didn't, but Jules has me blocked. There was no issue. I don't go into other people's chats disrespecting it. I don't do all that. And then the next day, okay, so in that same day when I was in her chat, Jules had left. I think because she saw me, she left. So then, like the next day, my wrench was gone. So, mind you, Selfie and JJ and Sophie, they still had wrenches in my chat. Um, I didn't take them until Selfie took that one. But then Sophie did a live and she was like, oh no, you took our wrenches and blah, 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 blah. I didn't feel the need. I wasn't going to explain that. I knew the truth. I thought it was BS. So that happened. And then maybe a couple weeks ago, Jules was like, oh yeah, and we was in a chat together and something happened and da 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 when nothing happened. And Jules made it out to be like I was in there fighting with her and that was my why my wrench was gone. And Selfie didn't say anything. And at the very least, I just felt like she could have said, hey, please don't put me in this. But she didn't. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, I don't hate him. I actually love him. You know what I mean? And I actually really like JJ. I actually really feel like I like when I'm on panel and I'm trying to talk, I actually relate so much to JJ because it feels like I'm trying to get a circle out of a square. Like, you know what I mean? So I get all that. You know what I mean? And as me personally, I like them, but I'm just not going to keep going through that. That's it.
They will fucking go after you because they aren't you. I literally can't. Right, Mommy?
Yeah.
What did Shiloh say?
And it's not like, okay, like I don't feel, okay, you can say like they turned on me, but it feels more of like you just keep throwing me away like I'm trash, like I'm not a loyal person to them. And I am very loyal. I don't get on here and fight with people because somebody else tells me to. Like, you know what I mean? I don't do all that. And when the whole, remember when, and I don't know what happened when Jen added Selfie's husband, ex-husband on IG. Me personally, I just felt like some of them were using that as a content, and me thinking Selfie was my friend, I could kind of see the hurt in Selfie. And instead of like engaging with it and keeping it going, I went to Jen and I said, Jen, and you can ask Jen, can you delete Selfie's husband? I don't know who he is. I don't care. It's not my business. Don't tell me who he is, but could you please just delete that person? So I feel like I was constantly always trying to be a friend to somebody. And I feel like I was also always getting shitted on. Like, you know what I mean? I did nothing to Jules. I just didn't support Deadly. I did nothing to Sophie and I get shitted on. Like, you know what I mean? I did nothing to Maria and I get shitted on. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a pattern here that, but whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Lesson learned.
Envy. Yep.
For you to call anybody a meth head is laughable to me because your eyes were pinned out.
Pinned out like a motherfucker. Pinned out like a motherfucker. Do you know what somebody's eyes look that are on meth? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Everybody knows that I have very sensitive eyes. Very sensitive eyes.
And I make it a point to let everybody know I don't take sides. So if somebody or two people are coming into my chat and y'all have an issue with each other, I'm not getting in the middle of that. I don't want to throw subs away like they're trash, like they get done over there. Um, I don't want people to come here and think that they have to think the same way I do. I don't want people to think that if I say something, you have to agree with that and you can't have a voice and say something different. I don't do all that. I don't want people to think they can't come here and not say something in fear of like getting kicked out or anything like that, because I'm not going to do that. Um, like this is YouTube for me. It's not that serious. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm going to play this live in the next couple of days where Sophie literally said, "Oh, when George didn't have nobody, I took George in and da 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 da." Okay. I don't want people to feel like they don't have a place to go because this is just YouTube. It should not be that serious. You never know what somebody's home life is. Just coming onto YouTube, having a chat to go to can make the world of a difference for somebody. I'm not in that stabbing people in the back. I'm not in that going real life with people. I'm not like, will I do it? Yeah, if you push my hand. I don't prefer to. I prefer to come on here and just laughing with y'all and having a good time with y'all. That stuff they takes too serious. Like they will kill somebody.
The majority of people with like blue and like light green eyes, their eyes are very, 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 very sensitive to light. Okay. I have a window right here that I could almost touch. I have a ring light right here in front of me. I have another patio door right here. On top of the medication that I take every fucking day, my Suboxone. Between all of these things, my eyes look the way they fucking do. All the time. All the time. I'm not high. I don't get high.
I'm not going to say Sophie's not sober here. I'm not saying that at all, but it seems a little something here. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being honest, Sophie. Maybe you're tired. I don't know. I get crazy. Y'all know when I get tired, I act up. And you know what? Okay, let me say this. I don't think she's on something. I think Jen just triggered her ass and she pissed her off, and Sophie is all over the place. You can tell Sophie is pissed. She's pissed.
High to anybody? Do I act like I'm high to anybody? No? Didn't think so because I'm not. This one here? This one here? Okay, girl. Okay.
Maria, okay. I was at the Love After Lockup thing because every now and then I know the people that run the rooms and stuff like that. I'll hit up the lady from Sarcasm. I'll just kind of let them know what's going on because some
Why?
people think that Clint had also.
Why? For clout? Clint wants nothing to do with the internet. He wants no affiliation with Love After Lockup. But yet you're going to contact the people from Sarcasm, etc., and let them know what's going on with you and Clint? Why? It's fucking weird.
But Sophie, it was okay when Geneva was contacting Starcasm, sending that information with a name that she thought was me. Y'all was all okay with that. You're okay with that, Sophie.
It's really fucking weird. Yes, Missy Tessa. Yes. Oh my God, yes. My blue eyes are very sensitive with sun and bright light. Yes. Yes. I did a video on my lifestyle channel a couple of days ago. No sun outside at all. It was a cloudy day. It had been raining all day long. And I was walking into Kroger's and I'm like, and I even say it, I'm like squinting and like, oh God. And I say like, there's no sun out, but my eyes are fucking killing me. It doesn't even have to be sun outside. It's just light, you know?
Listen, real life is serious enough. Like, you know what I mean? And that's
Passed away. So I'm in there and I like let the lady know because they wanted to know what was
Why? Why would you do that?
happening. And
I don't even care.
Right. But I didn't lie about it, inquiring cunts. Thank you. I like Morticia kind of. I thought she was pretty. Right. But I didn't lie about it, inquiring cunts. That's the difference between me and Sophie. And on the fact that she was, well, she's going to have to deal with Terry time. Because she does.
Oh no, not deal with Terry time. Is that supposed to intimidate me? Is that supposed to scare me? I'm not dealing with no fucking body that I don't want to fucking deal with. How about that? Hi, Lisa Ann. You're right. Thank you, Tina Beetle. Jen is known for putting her stuff on other people like narcissism and drugs, even though we've seen her do stuff on her IG, but she'll deny it. Absolutely. Right, Viva. Yes. Yes. All of it.
Doesn't like it when people accuse her of using.
What?
Because she doesn't like it when people accuse her of using.
I don't care if people accuse me of using because I know I'm not. So it doesn't bother me. I don't get mad. I don't get angry. I don't get upset. None of it. Because I know me and I know my truth. And that's all that matters, right? At the end of the day, I know that I have 11 and a half years sober. I do.
And again, I don't like Sophie, but I will say congratulations to Sophie on that. Keep going. That is huge. Yeah.
She's rude. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about marriages or anything like that. I apologize about that, and I meant it.
I'm rude and I don't care about marriages, even though I've never had an affair with a married man, or I've never had an affair while I've been married to my husband. But I'm the one that doesn't care about marriages. Meanwhile, meet the mistress. Always the mistress, never the bride.
And see, this is what I'm saying, the hypocrisy. Because while you're saying that, Sophie, you have Jasmine in the chat. So again, it goes back to the hypocrisy. And you can't sit here and say, Jen did this with kids, she was inappropriate, blah, 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 blah. But you have Jules in your chat. And, the court documents came out. She was the CI. She was a prostitute. She was a madam. She was a groomer. She was a sex trafficker. I don't understand how you're overlooking that. What is going on, Carmen Cat? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well. You have Jules in the chat. You're holding people to a standard that everybody else isn't being held to. And Jen, stop explaining things to them. Stop trying to prove something. They don't care. And that's your problem, Jen. You keep trying to explain things. You keep trying to prove things to them. Who cares? Who cares? They say this about me. I just know they didn't get the information. And they want it. They want you to keep talking so they get the information that they don't have so that they can link everything else together. Stop explaining it. Who gives a fuck? Look at Geneva. She's single as fuck. She don't have shit. Jules, single as fuck. She doesn't have shit. Look at them, Maria. They're miserable as fuck. Why do you care to prove anything to them? Jules, she's almost 60 years old. When she dies, who's going to be at her funeral? No one. Her family doesn't even like her. And we know that because Geneva was contacting her family. When she dies, she doesn't have shit to leave anybody. It's going to be as if she just never existed. Same with Maria. Look at that. It's going to be lonely funerals. How sad.
All the married men, all the notches on her belt of married fucking men. What? What?
100%. And if you listen,
But since you apologized, that makes it all go away, right?
This is embarrassing for her.
you can say, I'm not going to address that. Well, then don't bring him up.
Can you imagine? You worked hard on your, and I saw her today. She said, "Oh, she's upset because we reached 5K before we did." Sophie, and I'm going to say it, you put a lot of work into your channel, and congratulations to getting 5K. One thing, I'm not a hater. That takes hard work. If you care for it, me, I don't care for it. You got to 5K to be a lap dog. How embarrassing. The joke is on you, and you don't even get that. You got to 5K before Jules, and you ran right over to her to be her lap dog, to be a simp. That joke is on you. This is embarrassing for you, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You were well behind her in subs, and you came back, you got to 5K before her, and you're a simp. Y'all, they bow down to her. Like, I don't understand it. Like, why?
Thank you, KLP. Girl power. That's what we found over here. Girl power. She would know nothing about that.
She's disgusting.
Disgusting. I
Hello,
am.
my
now.
ghost of shadows. What? I mean,
Where's my ghost of shadows? Ghost of shadows, come in here one more time. I just want to say hello, my ghost of shadows.
Yeah.
Just
And
one more
even
time.
as much as I don't like Jasmine, I can't stand that thing. I didn't think it was fair to just blame Jasmine for it. Jasmine's not married. She didn't take vows with anyone, but Michael did. I don't know. Everybody has their own definition of what an affair is. What kind of relationship are you in when you live across the pond and this man is married? But you have to put more of the blame on him because he did take vows with someone and he does have children with somebody. If you don't want to be with that person, end it properly. Tina, I'm not saying this. The boxing has not helped people. I'm sure it saved many lives. Sure, it wasn't meant for an addict like Sophie to be on. Okay. We're going to do a panel. We're going to do a live for that because the Suboxone and the methadone stuff, it offends people. And I was talking to Rainbow about it, and she gets offended by it. I'm not going to say she gets offended. I don't want to speak for her. But I'm going to say, let's just say it hits a nerve a bit. And I've explained, me, myself included, I'm very ignorant to it. I don't know about Suboxone. I don't know about methadone. I don't know about all of it. But I also told her, honestly, I'm kind of scared to ask because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to ask one person about it and they give their answer, but then another one gets upset about it and they give their answer and it just starts a whole thing. So soon we are going to really we're going to ask questions about it. I don't want to say we're going to get to the bottom of it, and I think a lot of people have questions about it, right? So soon we're going to put that together. Me, myself, I don't know. And I will say, Sophie did get hooked on drugs because this was what she said. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm just saying what she said. I have to be fair there. She was prescribed medicine, and that's how it escalated for her. I'm probably going to get a lot of trouble for saying this, but over the years I've watched all of Jules' Glenwood sagas and I don't see how she is a trafficker. Chrissy. Chrissy. Are you a Hive member? And I have to ask that. Now, I gave you a point earlier, Chrissy, because you did get me. But I have to ask. And listen, I've said it. If you're a Hive member, you can go back and forth. I have no issue with that. Two people involved, consenting adults, drug addicts who work together to achieve a goal and acquire more drugs. She was, and we're gonna go over I'll go over the court documents soon, but she admitted it, and she even said, like, I'm the one who rang the bell. Remember, she said, some girl came over, they gave her alcohol, the girl got scared, chickened out, and Jules got mad and she yelled at her and said, why are you here? Why are you here? That's a madam. That's a sex trafficker. You were getting the girl drunk so she felt more comfortable to do what she needed to do to perform for these Johns. That's a sex trafficker. They were taking them girls across state lines as well. So really, Jules and Glenwood should have got charged with RICO. They should have got charged with the same shit P. Diddy was getting charged for. And they gave those girls drugs to keep going and performing. So, yeah. And she was getting pissed on. I don't know what you call it.
Please.
Made a sock about you.
What are you talking about? Oh, my bestie.
Oh my gosh, she's so fucking bothered.
Yeah, she did the back page. Yeah.
That's right, Mugsy. Thank you, Mugsy, for the super chat. I am Sophie's sugar daddy, as Jen says. She has no idea, Mugsy. She has no clue. But thank you. Hi, KLP. Thank you for the girl power. But look how bothered she is. Look at that face.
Oh, thank you so much for coming in. Oh.
No, you're not in trouble. Like, no, you're grown as hell. You're not in trouble. But yeah, I'm explaining to you, like, seriously. She was she was a sex trafficker.
Sorry, Jen. I think of my people that come in here as more than just a sub. Hey, my Shauna. Sorry, it glitched. I know, Shauna. I know. Please be quiet, Jen. I want Soph to get back to Lou and her other people. I know, Shauna. I do too. Ladybug. Hi, girl. Listen, you're green. Martin's mommy gifted you a membership today. Thank Martin's mommy. You're green. I know, Shauna. I know, girl. Thank you.
Oh, my bestie. Well, hi, Maria. We called your husband a terrorist, but what's up, my bestie?
I actually didn't. I actually didn't call him that. And you cannot find a clip to prove otherwise. You can't.
I'm not going to say, okay, she didn't come out and say your husband is a terrorist. She didn't say that. She said he looks like a terrorist. That's what she said. And I remember being in the chat, I was offended by it because I dating someone from the Middle East. And I was offended by that, but I didn't say anything because I thought, you know what? They have been dragging the fuck out of Sophie for God knows how long, blah, 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 blah. But you definitely did say he looks like a terrorist. And that's what you said. And that's the truth. That's the truth.
Not the first one. But I think you just love saying that because you think that is your pass to talk about Maria's husband.
See, and that's deflection. And this is what I'm saying. You can tell Sophie is triggered by the truth that Jen is saying. Jen's not lying here. She's not. That's why Sophie is getting mad. You don't like the fact that you are getting called out for your shit. Because for the longest, Sophie, Jen just been taking your shit like a fool. And I don't know why she never fought back. You did say that. You 100% said it. Pimps up, hoes down. I know that.
That's saying, oh, Sophie said this is going to make Maria not mad at you for calling her husband that. Because I didn't call him that. Those words never came out of my mouth. Not the first time.
Not the first time.
Oh, have you? I'm sorry, Ladybug. It's the
How
first
many
comment
times
I've
did you
seen of
say it?
you. She does keep getting it wrong, Maria. She does. And like I said just now, she says that because that is the only her way of thinking. That's the only way that she can talk badly about your husband. Oh my goodness, Cat, bless it.
Oh, I'm awake. Of course they file in. Listen, I get paid for my AdSense, okay? And I come in here to
You
provide entertainment
what?
for people.
You get paid for your what? That was a good one. That was a good one. You get paid.
Wait, what time is it? Oh, next line. Oh, please.
Cents, but you barely hit the $100 threshold last month to get a check. Say what? Say what? She's living large, right?
Because that's all they can cover.
See, like, Sophie, and that's the point. You can't sit here and say, like, I'm not preppy, I don't do this, and I don't do that. But then you make a comment like that. And how do you know how much she made off of YouTube? Like, but then I just feel like, okay, Jen, all you got to do is turn around and say, you wouldn't have made that $100 mark if it weren't for me. Sophie wouldn't have, none of them would have nothing to talk about.
Why is she doing that? Because she's pissed off.
Why am I
She
pissed
knows she
off?
fucked up. Yes, she did. Look at her.
No, I didn't fuck up anything. Not even a little bit. Nope. Well, Kat, my earbud goes on the outside, like it just like clips on the outside of my ear. But if you had the earbuds that go inside, it probably would. Yeah.
Her behavior with men online.
My behavior with men online? Guys, what is my behavior with men online? Am I on panel with men at all hours of the night? No. Has my nudes come out? There isn't any nudes, but have my nudes come out from me sending them to men old enough to be the same age as my child? No. None of the things. Text messages with men come out?
Yeah, they definitely are.
No. You're projecting.
Are. There's so many people who left this community, who's left YouTube, and they've said it because of the racism, the hatefulness, how nasty they are, how they're attacking subs, how they have that list of people's information. It's been said.
Sweetheart, you're projecting.
She can't handle the heat.
Listen, I've been over YouTube. I wouldn't be here if them dumb fucks didn't send a plumber. And Sophie, I know you knew about it. I just feel like you knew about it. And that's why I say, Sophie, I cannot stand you. Like I will say, Jen and Sophie both fucked me over with Ghost of Shadows. But Sophie, I will say you did the fucking worst with that shit. You did the fucking worst with it. You knew the whole fucking time who he is and who he was, and you knew what he was doing to me. So let me just tell you that, Sophie. And you had the fucking nerve to ask me how I felt about what Vegas Valley was doing to you. I didn't say anything, but in my head I was like, now you know how it feels, huh? Huh? You were so worried that they had your information, but you didn't give a fuck that Ghost of Shadows had mine. You didn't give a fuck. So remember that, Sophie. Cunt.
I do.
Can't handle you what?
And like I said, I was always trying to, hey, Jen, can you please stop talking about Sophie? Sophie, can you please stop talking about Jen? Trying to put the fires out, right, Jen? Did I not do that? How many times did I say that? I was always asking, like, hey, can we just chill? Can we not fight? Blah, blah. She doesn't talk about you. Da, 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 da. And the whole time, Sophie never said anything with Ghost of Shadows. She didn't say anything. Sophie didn't defend me. So why did I give a fuck? And why did I give a fuck? This is what happened with Vegas Valley and Sophie. This is what I seen. He was going after Jules. Now remember when I tell y'all, every time Jules' ass is in the hot seat and somebody's coming after her, Jules circles back to everybody she fucks over so she can have a group. Well, she calls Sophie back to the hive, right? Sophie played one of Vegas Valley's lives, and all they said to her was, hey, if you play one of our lives, could you please just give us a shout out? It was something like that. And Sophie went on that tangent of, I'm a strong, independent woman and blah, 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 blah. And she sent me that clip and she was like, I don't know why she sent it to me because I didn't find anything wrong with what they said to her. They were just asking, could you give us a shout out? That was it. That was all. What's wrong with that? You're playing their material. He could have struck her for it, but he didn't. So then Sophie was in the chats talking shit about him. That's really what it was. And you thought I should get in the middle of that? You thought I should pick your side on it when you started that, Sophie? You was running your mouth. Quit running your mouth. Quit fighting Jules's battles. That's really what it was. That was it.
What? I can't take the heat. She leaves her videos up. Meanwhile, we are watching the exact video that she deleted yesterday, that she did not leave up.
But she has this one on private.
I promise I can't make this shit up.
The second Brooke started playing it, Sophie threw it on private. And to be honest, Sophie, you should have threw this. You should have never done this, but if you was going to do it, you probably should have done this on a members. Or you should have privated this shit immediately. I literally finished recording this live maybe like an hour before Brooke started playing it, and Sophie privated it. And let me tell you, I wouldn't even, let me just say, Sophie recorded my lives for no reason, which whatever. But then she was giving it to people for like malicious ways and shit. And I seen her in a comment. I think I privated a live directly after I privated it. Not because I didn't want anyone to play it or anything like that. I just privated it. And Sophie recorded it and she told this person, oh, I have a clean copy of it. I'll send it to you. So now I've been sending this live around to anybody and everybody who wants it. So if you don't have it, please message me on IG and I will send you the link for it. Because she should have.
Who can't take the heat, sweetheart? Who? You? Okay, that's what I thought. And that's what we know of. Imagine what we don't know of. Exactly, Ladybug. Exactly. Yes, Miss Nikki, you're right. She is so hung up on this men thing when there's nothing there. Absolutely. Because it's there with her and she's trying to project her bullshit onto me. It's not going to work. It's not at all. Because I carry myself a certain way. And the things that you're saying is just not that.
Or I'll do the membership thing. I don't take down anybody's channel because that's a whole other crop.
You're not going to take anybody's channel down, sweetheart. You're not.
I'm a real bunch of bullshit. But Dudley, what you did was wrong. It was horrible. But her and I don't have a history. That woman enjoyed every bit of that break. She loved it. I watched her video. She loved it.
What break? What break? You've never taken a break. What are you talking about, break?
And Jen, I will say,
Or
you do need to take a break from YouTube. You are another one. You do need to take a break from YouTube for yourself. You don't need to be on YouTube all day long. There's more to life than YouTube. And not only that, like, Jen, you get drugged 24 hours a day. Why do you want to keep going live and hearing that kind of stuff about you? Take a break. It's not that deep, not that serious.
about when you say you went insane, but you was really strung out on drugs and you have a drug-induced psychosis. Is that what you're talking about? Is it? Own up to your bullshit.
See, and that's what I'm saying about Sophie. I think Brenna made the comment yesterday and said Sophie's the type to make fun of other addicts or something like that. And it is true. I mean, I don't understand, like, if Sophie was, and I'm trying to pick my words carefully here because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to call them addicts. Like, so please forgive me because I know that's not the correct term. If Sophie had that addiction, why are you shaming Jen for it? That's what I don't get. Why did you display Lori Jones in the way that you did and you shamed her? That's what I don't get. I don't get that. I don't get that.
And that's a special kind of evil in a heart.
But I don't have a heart, remember?
Oh, do you have medication that maybe you skipped today?
Do you? Do you?
Why are you upset? Do you have anything that goes on
Of
in your life?
course,
Probably
Legal
not. This is
Monday.
your second time out. You run your mouth again, I'm going to block you from the channel. Do you understand that?
And she'll bring you back tomorrow because she has to have that interaction with people.
And Jen, that is true. That is true. That is true.
I'm not playing around anymore. This is my channel, my rules. I'm done with you idiots. Completely done. You talk about me, I'm going to talk right about you. And I'm telling you what?
You talk about me, I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to play your words talking about me. That's it. That's all. You don't talk about me. I don't have anything to play of yours. You see how that works? You see that?
I'm the queen of roasting. Sophie, seriously.
The queen of roasting? Girl, you don't know how to roast anybody. You don't. Your 12-year-old boy insults do nothing to people. They really don't.
Well, she got you shook.
I saw your hands, and they were orange. Now, let me tell you one more time how you do.
My hands are not orange.
Nah, they orange. And this is
They
my
were a
thing
little
about that.
darker than.
Sophie, they are orange. Like, I don't know what you did with that tanning kit that you bought. You did something wrong, but they are orange. But Sophie, I don't think it's a thing to where, like, you should be upset. Like, laugh at it. It is okay to laugh at yourself. Like, you're bent out of shape when you literally could just be laughing at this.
Yesterday, and as I said, I washed my hand a shitload of times in a fucking day, and it will fade. And it did in less than a day. I'm not orange. I'm not orange, girl. The only reason my face is lighter now is because all these fucking lights in front of me. It's washing me out. But my face is actually the same color as the rest of me.
No, Sophie.
You can't.
No, Sophie. You got a filter on. It's not the light, it's the filter. And something Jen did say the other day when she said Sophie uses a filter and her eye falls off or something like that. Sophie has a picture up, and it is a very pretty picture. But if you look close at it, one of her eyes are higher than the other. It's a filter. Like, so Jen ate you up on that one too. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It is okay to laugh at yourself. Like, shit, why do you...
Me on anything. Anything. Okay? No.
I saw your hands
Mhm.
and they were orange. Now,
Oh,
let me tell you
no.
one more time how you do this, okay?
Okay.
You buy some self-tan, okay?
Check. I got that.
You do it in the privacy of, well, I mean, nobody's there as well.
Right?
So what you do is you get the mask, the little hand thing, okay?
The mitt. It's not a mask. It's a mitt. Check. Got it.
Okay, then you take it up your arm, not your hand. You don't put it on your hands. Then you put it up here, kind of underneath here, you know, and here. You rub it. The problem is don't take it up like that because there's no way that's going to look good. So what you do is you go a little shade of darker, and then it all blends out. It's very easy. Now your toes. That's another question. Somebody posted your toes, and oh my god, girl, you got claw toes.
I actually don't. I actually don't have claw toes. I actually have little toes. I'm gonna show you my toes. I don't have big claw toes. What the fuck are you talking about? And I'm not going to put on a self tanner and stop here. I'm not going to have a white, dead looking hand and then tan everything else, Jen. I'm not going to do it. So this is what you want it to look like then, right? Right? You want me to be tan everywhere, but then my hand be white, right? That's a good look right there. Yeah, that is a really, really good look. Yeah, I would deal with this before I dealt with this. Okay, and here's my toes. I don't have big claw toes. What the fuck are you talking?
Did y'all see this video? Let me screenshot this and send it. Let me put this on the screen. No, I'm not going to do it. I'll do it later.
What are you talking about? I have little petite toes. The fuck are you
Okay, wait a minute. Have y'all, I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Have y'all ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race? I think it's season 4 with Alyssa Edwards. Sophie, you are giving Alyssa Edwards vibe. And listen, that's no tea, no shade because Alyssa Edwards is funny as fuck. But you are giving Alyssa Edwards vibes here.
I don't have claw feet like you do. Okay? And the reason that the top of my foot is lighter than my toes is because I had tennis shoes on yesterday with no socks. So it kind of rubbed some of that off. But say what?
Tennis shoes with no socks.
Again, I think that's a little projection with you and your little claw feet. No, girl.
That?
No. No. She did say that she's a great troll. It's crazy.
Sophie, she ate
Oh, I
you
know,
up.
Miss Mickey, I know. He's going to be so upset he missed seeing my feet. Exactly. It's the farmer's tan look. Like she wants me. So if she was to tan, she would tan her up her arm in all the places to here, okay, and not her hand. So basically, this is what she would look like. Say what, girl? No. Let's listen to her project her claw feet onto me some more, girl.
Wow, you got it.
Thank you, Miss Nikki. Thank you.
Sophie, she
Okay,
ate you
I've got
up.
pretty little feet. Hi, Reagan. How are you, beautiful? We're listening to Jen project.
Lisa Ann, you show us your feet. I want to see Lisa Ann's toes.
Her claw toes onto me. Let's listen.
That's another question. Somebody posted your toes, and oh my god, girl, you got claw toes. It was like it's like when you have shoes on, like this, and then the toes like that. Try to fix that problem, girl. Your toes look bad.
My toes look bad. They actually don't. They're even painted a pretty pink color to match my nails. Say what? Girl. Did you think that I would not show my feet on the fucking internet? Like, what? I don't care. Of course. Even though, Legal Monday, she did not have that live set until after I went live. So. She's such a liar. She is.
Oh, it's not that it upsets me. It's because she's petty. I don't.
How am I petty? You're the one sitting there lying, saying my hands are orange and I have like monster claw feet and I don't. But I'm the petty one? Okay.
I don't care what she does to her floor. I don't care that she likes Starbucks.
But you do. It bothers you so bad. Because you can't do it. And it bothers you.
Starbucks.
That's all I'm saying. Give the same energy to everybody in the community instead of talking and saying that it's not okay.
Why? Why would I give the same energy to everybody when it's you talking shit? Why? Maria, if I grabbed my feet like that, I would fall forward. Hey, Martin, mommy. I'm not going to give everybody the same energy when you are the one talking shit. How does that make sense? It doesn't.
Okay for other people to do it. Yes. She is
Who's
a wannabe.
paying? Who is paying for other people to do anything? I'm not for sale. You are. You went after KK for a $7 fucking Cash App. But no. I don't get it. Just saying, I don't. Maybe it's because she can't afford a $5 fucking coffee. I don't know. But
yeah,
Community
it's
instead of
very
talking.
kid-like. And that's why I say, like, Sophie, you really lost this because one, Jen did trigger the fuck out of you. And two, you're going very middle school like. And Jen's not even raising her voice. And Sophie, you were just like hollering like a hit dog will holler. And it's embarrassing for you. Because like I said, Sophie, you worked hard to get to 5,000K and this is how you're acting? Wow.
It's not okay for other people to do it. Yes. She is a wannabe Valley girl.
I'm a wannabe Valley girl now, y'all. Do Valley girls say y'all? I'm a wannabe Valley girl. No, not even a little bit. Hey, D. Johns.
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
Know your role, bitch.
Know your role, bitch. Know your role, bitch. You are a bottom feeder. You are. You are a big fat fucking nobody. You're a fucking, you lie as much as you fucking breathe. Okay? You put shit on your supposed husband, sending nudes to other fucking men, having affairs with married fucking men, putting your hands on people. You lie and put your bullshit onto others. Know your role, bitch. Know your fucking role. You're a bottom feeding fucking whore.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, Reagan. I don't know. Since when do you live the clueless lifestyle? I don't know.
Thank you. And the good thing is Reddit's calling you out. As much as people don't like me,
I don't give a fuck about Reddit. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Oh my God.
The good thing
listen.
Reddit is calling her out. Say what?
If Jen has her this hot and bothered, Sophie would fall over dead if she saw what was going on with her in Reddit. Sophie is getting ate the fuck up on Reddit, and rightfully so. Because you acted a... Oh, girl. Oh, Sophie.
Is that supposed to bother me? Is that going to affect my day-to-day life?
And
No?
Okay now. Tina Beagle says $5 equals 3 or 4 of her cheap shirts. Now let me say, Tina Beagle is one of the nastiest bitches on this. Tina Beagle is a nasty bitch. Let me say that. Let me remind you, Tina Beagle, of who you are. You talk. Ooh, Tina. No. Can we talk? I ain't trying to be funny now. You walked into this one, Tina. This is Tina Beagle. Now, Tina Beagle said, I gotta read the comment again. Tina Beagle said, look at this. Look at this. Look at them legs. Tina Beagle said $5 equals 3 or 4 of her cheap shirts. Tina, look at this. You're talking about somebody in cheap clothes? Tina. Tina, why? Look at them ankles. Look at the knees. Look at the pant. Look at the Tina. Hey, Daddy, how are you? Hobby, Daddy loves you. You came in at a right time. Look at these legs. Tina. Oh, Tina.
All right. Is it going to affect me going live? No. I don't care. I don't care who doesn't like me. I don't care who doesn't think I'm pretty or who doesn't think I'm nice. I don't care. That's your thing. It's not mine. I promise you.
They don't like you either. And that's the great thing about being neck and neck, something your friend doesn't have.
Again, you want to talk about people's fucking looks when you look like this, bitch. You have zero room to talk about people's fucking looks. Right? Just saying, wannabe Valley Girl 1982 called Jen. They want their terminology back, right? Like, come on.
Just saying,
But that's how it is.
that was pretty
I mean, we
lame
can do
too.
that.
Just saying, like, y'all's reads and jokes over there are just lame. Like,
Have new players. But I love reading Reddit because the Giddler and Clunt and everything we know about that. But Sophie, this is what people think about you on Reddit.
I don't care. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't give a shit. Oh, and I was listening to this on my way home yesterday, and she reads something on Reddit about getting my dog neutered. I've spoken to my vet about it extensively. The vet that I do take my dogs to when they need to go. And according to my vet, I shouldn't neuter him. How about that? I don't give a fuck what strangers on the fucking internet think.
Wait a minute. Wasn't they judging Jen a week ago for not having that dog neutered? But Sophie, you don't have what? Like, see, that's what I say. The hypocrisy. That's just oh God. Oh no.
Not taking your unsolicited fucking advice. I'm not like Jen. Okay? I'm not going to ask you guys your opinion on every little thing I fucking do in my life. I'm not.
Well, a lot of times Jen's not asking for your advice or your opinion. Y'all just somehow always keep offering it. Like, that's. And you're taking orders from Jules from that. Jules seems to think she knows everything about animals, and what she says is the law about it. And now, Sophie, you're trying to tell everybody what they should and shouldn't do with their animals. Like, me personally, I don't have my dog fixed, but it's a personal choice of, I just don't want her to go through the pain of having surgery. Like, that's the only reason. I'd rather her deal with like the periods and stuff. I just, she's my baby. I don't want her to go through the surgery. That's really all it is for me. But there are like good health benefits to having your dog fixed. And if it came down to like getting her fixed for like a good health reason, I would 110% do it. I just did not want to put her through the surgery.
I'm a grown up. This one's world's not, but I promise you I am. And I handle my shit the way that I need to. Okay? That's it, D. Johns. She would not have anything if she didn't have the internet. Amen. So I'm going to
I don't know who you are, but we got to be for real here. Neither would Jules, neither would Sophie, neither would Maria, neither would Geneva, none of them. They need the internet to survive. They have no real life friendships, no real life relationships. Their only interactions with people are on the internet, and 9 times out of 10, they're causing hell. Like, that's it. Like, you can't tell me somebody who has this good life like they're trying to put on has that good perfect life if you're making life hell for other people. We know Jules doesn't even leave her house.
The advice and the word of my veterinarian versus people on the internet that don't fucking like me. So.
Well, and it's nothing bad. You just don't see the life in her. You just see the really sold out. Very, very talented woman. And I can say that was very just up and stuff. A girl, the minute I used to think she was a really, really pretty girl. I thought she was so good at crafts. I thought she had such a good presence. Very, very sweet. Would have her hair up in buns and stuff. A girl, the
Okay, guys, it is 2 a.m. here. My eyes are getting tired. I'm going to call this a night. We shall continue this tomorrow. I'll try to do it in the morning. I don't know, but I'm sorry, but what adult says grown up? Yeah, they're off the hook over there. They're hateful, they're evil, and they're very dangerous over there. And the sad part about it is these are older women who know better. These are older women who raise their kids to not do exactly what they're doing on the internet. Hey, Rain Busy, how are you? And I will say, Kat, the U.S. Navy vet, she's one of the nastiest cunts over there. That is a nasty old bitch. Just disgusting. Just nasty. But yeah. So with that being said, everyone have a good night. I will see you guys soon. I did 2 lives in a row. That is a lot for me. Y'all know I don't do that kind of stuff. But I am going to try to come live more often and give people a place to hang out. My best friend is a vet. Sophie is an idiot. Sophie is an idiot. That's why I put that picture on there, the miseducation of Sophie. Sophie is a moron. She's out of touch with the world. She's uneducated. And it's one thing, okay, like, you don't have to be like book educated, but you could have like some street smarts. You could know what's going on in the world. Sophie doesn't know any of that. You can do all the shorts you want to, Sophie, and pretending like you have this good life and you're this picture perfect person, but your mask has fallen off, Sophie. There's really no coming back from this. You are disgusting and you are vile. And this, in my opinion, is really who you truly are. But you guys have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow at some point. Take your breaks, drink water, wash your ass, Sophie, before you go to the doctor. Good night. Good night.